integration by parts. Integration by parts in the sense finding integral for the product of two functions. See, already we have product rule at differentiation. What is the differentiation of the product of two functions f of x and g of x? We know that first function f of x into the derivative of second function plus derivative of second function into the derivative of first function. Okay. See, we may call it as UV rule or product rule of differentiation, like that. So we need to get this integration of this product f of x into g of x from our what? Differentiation. See, differentiation trick itself. Okay. We know that, you just observe carefully. We know that what is the derivative of uv? Okay. As we said, derivative of uv, you may say with respect to x or not, no problem. Derivative of the product is u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. Okay. And now what is u into dv? So now just make subject, it is u into dv is equals to derivative of uv minus v into derivative of u. Okay. See, everything is with respect to some x or some t, like that. Okay. Just we are mentioning derivative of uv as u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u, and that derivative is with respect to, you may take it as x, no problem. Okay. Right. So this u into dv is derivative of uv minus v into derivative of u. Is it clear? Now what I am going to do is, I will just apply integration for everything. Now this is integral of u into dv is equals to integral of duv minus v du. Since integration, we know algebra of integration, so it is easy to give integration for both the terms, v into integral du, integral v into du. So just apply integration for everything. If this differentiation is with respect to x, then automatically this integration is also with respect to x. So what we need to write, this implies integral u into dv by dx with respect to x is equals to integral d uv by dx into dx minus integral v du by dx into dx. Just observe carefully. Just with this product rule of differentiation, at the end we have this particular trick, and now I am going to convert this trick into the product rule or integration by parts, and that means to find integral f of x into g of x dx. First of all, observe this. I will erase this for the space concern, and then I will convert it into integration of f of x into g of x dx. So have a look. This is derivative of uv, first function u into the derivative of second function v plus second function v into the derivative of first function u. Okay. And now what is u into dv? u into dv is this duv minus v du. Everything is with respect to x, just I won't mention here, but I will mention here the last step. So now you just apply integration with respect to x for each and everything. So integration of u dv by dx, and this differentiation is with respect to x as well. Integration is also with respect to x is equals to integration of this differentiation derivative of uv with respect to x, and integration is also with respect to x. And now integration of v du by dx into x. So now I will carry this to develop this integral f of x into dx. So now what we have at the end in our hands, integral u into dv by dx with respect to x is equals to integral, and now just have a look here. See, integration of derivative of x with respect to x, and integration is also with respect to x. This integration with respect to x will get cancelled with this differentiation with respect to x. Just we learnt at the first class of this integration. So this integration and this differentiation both get cancelled. You left with this uv only. Okay. Now this term is u into v minus integral of v into du by dx, and again it is with respect to x. And now just observe this. And now we are going to convert it into what? Integral of f of x into g of x dx. I am going to erase this. Okay. You just have a look now. See u and dv by dx. See, as we are mentioning f of x and g of x, but already here there are two different functions just like u and dv by dx. So we need to treat this u as some f of x and this dv by dx as some g of x. Then what will happen? You just have a look. If this dv by dx is g of x, then v is what? Integral of g of x is, right? What I am going to tell you is if this dv by dx is g of x, okay, I will write here. Take u is equals to f of x, dv by dx is equals to g of x. If dv by dx is g of x, then from this v is equals to integral g of x with into dx. Is it right? Derivative is g of x, then v is this integration, right? Okay. Then this will become integral u is f of x into this dv by dx is some g of x dx is equals to u, first function, f of x into integral of v. V means what? Integral g of x dx. Integral g of x dx minus integral du by dx. Du by dx means u is f of x, so you just take f dash of x into v. V is again what? Integral g of x dx, and this whole thing is again with respect to x. And finally that is integral f of x into g of x dx. Okay, you just try to memorize this. And then what we have, integral two functions f into g dx is equals to first function f into integral of second function g dx minus integral of derivative of this first function f dash into integral of g dx, and this whole thing again with respect to x. This is what we need to memorize to solve the problems. This is just developed with the help of the product rule of differentiation, and this is integration by parts. Okay, so this is your what? 21st point, and in the 21st point you just take it as a. Okay, note this. Any doubts? Actually this is see, అబ్జర్వ్ చేయడానికి కాంప్లికేట్గా అనిపిస్తుంది అంతే, ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసే కొద్దీ చాలా సింపుల్గా ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ ఫంక్షన్ సెకండ్ ఫంక్షన్, ఫస్ట్ ఫంక్షన్ ఇంటూ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ సెకండ్ ఫంక్షన్ మైనస్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ డెరివేటివ్ ఆఫ్ ఫస్ట్ ఫంక్షన్ ఇంటూ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ సెకండ్ ఫంక్షన్ అగైన్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు dx. See, if you practice some problems, then automatically you will get some confidence on this product rule. ఇనీషియల్గా చూసినప్పుడు కొద్దిగా ఇబ్బందిగా అనిపించవచ్చు. ఓకే, ఎక్కడ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ రాయాలి, ఎక్కడ డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ రాయాలి, కన్ఫ్యూజన్ కొద్దిగా ఇబ్బంది అనిపిస్తుంది. బట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చేయడం మొదలుపెట్టిన తర్వాత దెన్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ విల్ గెట్ క్లియర్. ఓకే, సో ఫైనలీ వాట్ వి హ్యావ్, ఇంటిగ్రల్ f of x into g of x dx, first function into second function. So this first function f of x into the integral of second function minus integral of derivative of first function f dash of x into integral of second function integral g of x dx, and this total thing is again with respect to x and integration. This is integral f of x into g of x dx. Usually this f of x is first function, and this g of x is second function. Okay, but see, it is must to decide which one we need to consider as first function and which one we need to consider as second function. ఒక ప్రాబ్లం మన దగ్గర ఉన్నప్పుడు ఎవరిని ఫస్ట్ ఫంక్షన్ అనాలి, ఎవరిని సెకండ్ ఫంక్షన్ అనాలి, ఆ డెసిషన్ లేకపోతే సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఈ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ కూడా బ్రేక్ అవ్వదు. ఓకేనా, సో ఒక ప్రాబ్లం మన దగ్గర ఉంది, నేను కరెక్ట్గా ఫస్ట్ ఫంక్షన్ సెకండ్ ఫంక్షన్ డిసైడ్ చేయకపోతే ప్రాబ్లం బికమ్స్ సమ్వాట్ కాంప్లికేటెడ్ సాల్వ్ చేయడం కుదరని పని. అదే మనం చెప్పుకుంటున్నాం. సో ప్రతి ప్రాబ్లమ్ని బ్రేక్ చేయడం కుదరదు మన దగ్గర ఉన్న లాజిక్స్తో. we will try to break every problem with our knowledge. కొన్ని కుదరకపోతే we need to left it. Okay, right. So what I am going to tell you is, next bit is B, to decide first function and second function. To decide first function and second function, use ILATE anta. Okay, what is this? ILATE. So first function ఎవరు సెకండ్ ఫంక్షన్ ఎవరు డిసైడ్ చేయడం కోసం ఈ వాట్ ఈ సైన్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఈ సింబల్ అనుకోండి, జస్ట్ యూ కాల్ ఇట్ మెమరీ టెక్నిక్. ఓకే, ILATE. వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ ILATE? This ILATE in the sense, this I represents inverse trigonometric. Okay, just I think you all know BODMAS rule, right? Okay na, I think you all know DAMAS rule, right? DAMAS. What is this DAMAS or BODMAS? If you face a simplification problem, addition, multiplication, subtraction and division if involves, you just do division, then do multiplication, then do addition and then go for subtraction. You have an order there. Okay, why we need to follow that order? For the accurate result and for the better easy simplification, we need to use that DAMAS rule or BODMAS rule. And now this ILATE is also fulfill that purpose. It helps us to solve, to apply that integration by parts technique in an easy manner. Okay, so where this I represents, in that DAMAS rule, D is division, right? Just like here I represents inverse trigonometric. This I represents inverse trigonometric, whereas L represents logarithmic and A represents algebraic. Okay, whereas T represents trigonometric and E represents exponential. So you just observe given two functions. You need to consider you see, in this order we need to take first function, second function. If a problem involves with inverse trigonometric and algebraic, you need to take inverse trigonometric as first function and algebraic function as the second one. Then the problem is simple. Okay, see, problem lo inverse trigonometric ko algebraic ఉన్నప్పుడు ఇన్వర్స్ ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీ ఫస్ట్ ఫంక్షన్, ఆల్జీబ్రా సెకండ్ ఫంక్షన్ తీసుకుని చేస్తే ప్రాబ్లం ఈజీగా అయిపోతుంది. అలా కాకుండా మీరు ఆల్జీబ్రాని ఫస్ట్ ఫంక్షన్, ఇన్వర్స్ ట్రిగ్నోమెట్రీ సెకండ్ ఫంక్షన్ తీసుకుని చేశారనుకోండి, కొన్నిసార్లు అప్పుడు కూడా ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ అవుతుంది, బట్ లెంతీ అవ్వచ్చు, కొన్నిసార్లు సాల్వ్ కాకపోవచ్చు కూడా. ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు ఒకే ప్రాబ్లంలో టూ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆ టూ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఈ కేటగిరీస్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ అండ్ సెకండ్ డిసైడ్ చేయడం కోసం వీ విల్ ఫాలో దిస్ పర్టిక్యులర్ ఆర్డర్. అలా కాకుండా ఇచ్చిన ప్రాబ్లంలోనే అసలు ఈ కేటగిరీ ఆఫ్ ఫంక్షన్స్ కాకుండా వేరే కేటగిరీ ఆఫ్ ఫంక్షన్స్ కానీ ఆర్ అదర్వైజ్ ఒకే ప్రాబ్లంలో రెండు లాగరిథమిక్ కానీ రెండు ఆల్జీబ్రాయిక్ కానీ ఉన్నప్పుడు వీ నీడ్ టు యూజ్ అవర్ లాజిక్, కామన్ సెన్స్ టు డిసైడ్ ఫస్ట్ ఫంక్షన్, సెకండ్ ఫంక్షన్, టు అప్లై ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ బై పార్ట్స్. Okay, actually to apply this integration by parts and to decide first and second functions, we need to use our logical sense. Okay, so to support that logical sense, this order helps us. ఈ ఆర్డర్ మాత్రమే గుర్తుపెట్టుకుని బుర్ర వాడుకోవడం మన ప్రాబ్లం చేయాలంటే కుదరదు. ఓకేనా, అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం మనం ఆలోచిస్తూ చేసేటప్పుడు ఈ ఆర్డర్ కూడా గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే ఈజీగా సాల్వ్ అవుతుంది. అంతే తప్పితే ఓన్లీ ఈ ఆర్డర్తో మనం కొండెక్కేస్తామంటే కుదరదు. ఓకే, రైట్. సో నౌ I will give you one simple problem. How to solve actually, how to find this integration of the product rule. One simple function I will take. Integral of x e power x dx. How to solve this? Integration of x e power x dx. So it is very clear. We have two functions. Product of two functions. So now to apply integration by parts, which one we need to take as first function and which one is the second function. Then to decide that first function and second function, what we have to take, what we need to do? You need to follow this particular order, right? And what is this order? In this order, see, inverse trigonometric, logarithmic, algebraic. What is meant by algebraic? Algebraic is in the sense any polynomial function, any rational function, okay, like x square minus 5x, 1 by x square minus 5x, root of x minus 2, all these formats, okay, are considered as algebraic. So this x is algebraic, e power x is clearly exponential. So this x is algebraic and e power x is exponential. So algebraic is first, exponential is second. So to apply this integration by parts, we need to take this x as f and this e power x as g. And now what is this integral of f g dx? Use the right formula once again. This is equals to f integral of g dx minus integral of f dash into integral g dx, and this part is again with respect to x. And now this is equals to, what is f? F is the first function which is x into integral of g dx. G means what? E power x, right? What is the integration of e power x? If you know, write it directly. So actually x into integral of e power x dx minus integral of f dash. F dash is the derivative of x. Since it is first problem, I am giving you, see, in detail. F dash means derivative of x with respect to x into integral of e power x dx, and this total part into dx. So this is equals to x into integral of e power x is e power x minus integral of derivative of x with respect to x is 1, right? And this integral of e power x is e power x, right? So that e power x into 1 is again e power x, right? So minus integral e power x dx. Again use this integration of e power x which is e power x. So this is equals to x e power x minus e power x. And that is equals to x minus 1 into e power x plus c. And that's our answer at the end. Have a look. Next problem. Integral of x power n log x base e dx. Just observe now, again we have two functions. We need to use product rule, that means integration by parts. F of x into gx. We need to divide which is x, which is first function f, and which is second function g. For that we need to follow what? I late. So from there it is very clear. L represents logarithmic, A represents algebraic. This problem involves with one algebraic function and one logarithmic function. From the discussion, logarithmic function is f, because we need to follow this order, right? So what is logarithmic function? This log x base e is our f, and this x power n is g. Okay. Now what is that product rule? F into integral g dx minus integral of f dash into integral g dx and whole dx. So directly I will try to write. Just have a look. So what is f? F is this first function. What is that first function? Log x to the base e. So f is log x to the base e into integral of g. What is g? G is this x power n. What is the integration of x power n? Integration of x power n is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 minus integral of f dash. What is f dash? F is log x, f dash is derivative. Derivative of log x is 1 by x into integral of g. Integral of x power n is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 dx. And now when you look, this is okay. What is this? This is x power n plus 1 into log x to the base e by n plus 1 minus, again write this 1 by n plus 1 out, and here in the bracket x power n plus 1 by x is simply x power n dx. Is it right? Very simple, okay? And now this is equals to x power n plus 1 into log x to the base e divided by n plus 1 minus 1 by n plus 1 into integral of x power n is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. That's it. Is it right? So at the end, this is the answer for this integral x power n log x base e dx using integration by parts. Have a look. This integration by parts trick also helps to develop some standard integration formula. For suppose integral of 1 by x is log x, we know it. But what is integral of log x? Actually we don't have integral of log x till now with us. But using this integration by parts, it is easy to find integral of log x to the base e. Okay. And another thing, you know, derivative of sine inverse x is 1 by root 1 minus x square, and integral of 1 by root 1 minus x square is sine inverse x. Is it clear? But what is integration of sine inverse x? We don't have formulas for integral of log x base e, integral of sine inverse x, integral of tan inverse x, as well integral of root of a square minus x square. We don't have formulas for these functions, and all these functions are somewhat standard. And now I am going to find integral values for these functions using this integration by parts. Okay, already we found it using substitution method, but again I am going to derive this using integration by parts. Okay, first of all I am going to concentrate on finding integral of log x to the base e dx. Okay, see, okay, integral of log x to the base e dx. As I suggested you, we need to use integration by parts, but to use integration by parts we need two different functions. But when we observe, we have only one function, and that function is log x to the base e. Then how to apply this integration by parts? We need two functions, right? So since we have only one function here, so you need to take the other function as 1. What I am saying? 1. So integral of log x to the base e dx is equals to integral of 1 into log x to the base e dx. I will use this log x base e as one function and this 1 as other function. And which one we need to use first function, which one we need to take second function. What is f and what is g? Again you need to go with ILATE. When you follow that ILATE, L is logarithmic, A is algebraic. Constant terms are also included in algebraic functions, and that's why this logarithmic function is the first function, which is f, whereas this one is the algebraic function, which is g. And I think you all know that product rule. What is that? F integral g dx minus integral f dash into integral g dx whole dx, and this is equals to, what is f? F is this log x to the base e into, what is integral of g? G is 1, so its integration of 1 is x. Directly I am writing integration of 1 is x, right? Minus integration of f dash. What is f? F is log x, and what is its derivative? Derivative of log x is 1 by x. So directly I am writing 1 by x. Why it is 1 by x? Because it is derivative of f, which is log x, into integral of g. What is g? G is 1. What is the integration of 1? Is x, and the whole thing is into dx. Okay, so ఇలా step by step మీరు ఆలోచిస్తూ ఈ స్టెప్ రాయాలి. బ్లైండ్ గా రాసుకుంటే కుదరదు. f ఎవరు, f డెరివేటివ్ ఏంటి, g ఎవరు, g ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ ఏంటి, అలా ఆలోచించుకోవాలి. ఇక్కడ x and x cancel, then integral of 1 dx again. So this is x log x to the base e minus integration of 1 is again x plus c. There ends your answer. What it is? X minus 1 into log x to the base e plus c. That is integral of log x to the base e dx. So గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే కంఫర్ట్. Integral of log x, what is c? Yes, చెప్పరా.
x minus 1 గా.
So what is this? X into log x base e minus 1. Okay, x into log x base e minus 1 plus c. Okay, so integral of log x is x into log x base e minus 1. So we need to memorize it again as a standard formula, right? ఇది కూడా గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ మనం ఈజీగా ఆన్సర్ చేసే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, integral of sin inverse x dx. Again, to find the formula or to derive the integral value of sin inverse x, we use integration by parts. Again, we need two functions, but sin inverse x is only one function. Then, as we discussed at 22, we need to take one as the other function. So, integral of sin inverse x dx is equals to integral of 1 into sin inverse x dx. And sin inverse x is inverse trigonometric, which is the first letter of that ILATE. So we need to take this sin inverse x as f, whereas this 1 as g. Again we have what? Integral f into g dx. So this is equals to, what is our technique? This is equals to f integral g dx minus integral f dash integral g dx and whole dx. So I will write directly. What is f? F is sin inverse x. So this is equals to sin inverse x into integral of g. G is what? G is 1. So integration of 1 is x. As we know, integration of 1 is x minus integral of f dash. F dash means derivative of sine inverse x. What is the derivative of sine inverse x? Derivative of sine inverse x is 1 by root 1 minus x square into integral of g, integral of 1 is x dx. We need to solve this part again. So this is equals to x sine inverse x minus, this is x by root 1 minus x square. Okay, so how to answer this? Think about this 1 minus x square. Its derivative is minus 2x. So you just try to make minus 2x in the numerator. So that's what I am going to give this minus for the x. So plus integral minus x by root 1 minus x square. See, derivative of this is minus 2x as I said. So you just write minus 2x and write 1 by 2 here. And now what is this answer? This is equals to x sine inverse x plus 1 by 2 into, just observe this. Okay. Here we have 1 minus x square, some function f of x, and its derivative is in the numerator. F dash of x by root f of x is 2 root f of x as we discussed. This is 2 root of 1 minus x square plus c. You just cancel out this 2 and that 2. At the end, what is this integral of sine inverse x dx? So our answer at the end is x sine inverse x plus root 1 minus x square plus c. Observe that. So integral of sine inverse x dx is x sine inverse x plus root 1 minus x square plus c. So you need to memorize this as a formula to answer some other problems. Not only this integral of sine inverse x, this integration by parts and this way of solving helps us in finding not only this integral of sine inverse x, but also to mention integral of tan inverse x, as well integral of cos inverse x, integral of cot inverse x, like that. Okay, so I will give you the list and we need to memorize all those things to solve the problems, and if anybody asks you for the proof, you need to move in such a manner using integration by parts. So just as we find integral of sine inverse x, in the same way it is easy to calculate integral of what? Tan inverse x, as well integral of cos inverse x and integral of cot inverse x also with the same procedure, and the results I am just mentioning here. Okay, integral of cos inverse x is also just similar to integral of sine inverse x. Here it is x sine inverse x plus root 1 minus x square, and for cos it is x cos inverse x minus root 1 minus x square. In the same way, integral of tan inverse x and integral of cot inverse x are also both similar. Here x tan inverse and here x cot inverse x. So minus half log 1 plus x square, and this is plus half log 1 plus x square. You just observe the way how we find these integrals and try to memorize this. Okay, and the procedure to find the integral of this integral sine inverse x, or as well for the previous problem integral of log x, we are writing 1 into some other function. Okay, this way of writing 1, this way of treating 1 also as one of the function to apply integration by parts helps to crack many integration problems. Okay, just observe this. Okay, and in the next class again I will continue this integration by parts, and I am going to derive 1 or 2 formulas again using this integration by parts. Okay, not only 1 or 2 formulas, then we have some interesting tricks also to calculate integrations in an easy manner with the help of this integration by parts. Okay, first of all, observe all these things, memorize all these formulas and try to solve the problems. Okay, and that's for today's class. And one more thing, do follow these classes perfectly and do share this channel for your friends. Don't forget to like this video. Thank you.